when you're chosen getting a divorce. So this is part 2. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe and join the family. Okay, join the family. I'd love to have you. So we're talking about the series of when you're chosen getting a divorce, which is my case. So we're still back in the 90s, late 90s. I don't know if it's 96, 97. Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's around 97 now. I'm pregnant. No, not 97. Nope, because my son was born in 99. So I'm going to say it was 1998, maybe late 1998. I'm pregnant. My sister comes to visit from Florida, my little sister, which I pretty much raised from birth. She lived with my parents, after my grandparents, after my parents died. My mother died. My father took off somewhere. I used to live with my older sister. I tried to get my older sister to agree to have my little sister live with us as well. My older sister didn't want no parts of that, so my little sister had to, well, first she lived with my aunt and my cousins who treated her really badly, and so she had to go live with my grandparents in Florida, which was really good for her. So this particular time I'm pregnant. I'm probably like 3 months pregnant, maybe 4 months. And my sister's here visiting, right, at my house. And now I'm kicking it with this, this guy. We've been together for I'm about 4 months pregnant. I'm gonna say we've been together for maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe something like that. I've already told my husband in prison I want a divorce. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. I apologize. Yeah, so my little sister comes, hanging out with my little sister, whatever. One day we want to go roller skating. I don't remember how it all happened, but it was me and my little sister and my husband. And well, he wasn't my husband yet, but so I dropped him because I told him, I said, I'm gonna go roller skate with my little sister. I dropped him off to his parents' house. I had a little car at the time. I don't remember exactly how it started. I don't know if he was already in the house. I don't remember. It's kind of a blur, that part. All I remember is me being on his front step and him throwing a drink on me. I'm about 3 or 4 months pregnant. He threw a drink on me. And I don't remember all the words that was exchanged. I don't remember, but I got in the car. He started kicking my car. He broke my side view mirror. He's dented up my car. I mean, he went ballistic. And I'm pregnant, like I said. But I'm not big pregnant, 3 or 4 months. So I called the police. I called the police, and the police come. His parents wasn't home. I think they had just like drove up once the police came. And the mother was like, what's going on or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, he, telling the police what he did. And his mother's like, I don't think he did that. And I'm like, he did do it. Like, you weren't even here. And I say that part to say this was all in front of my little sister, right? She's just coming to visit her bigger sister for, a short time from Florida. I think maybe she was there for the summer or something like that. And this is what she witnessed. And it was bad. It was bad. We never went roller skating. It was just bad. It was a bad night. And that was my first sign of, ABUS. It was bad. And at that time, no, he wasn't staying with me. I don't know. No, he wasn't. But he was spending a lot of time with me. So he was pretty much living it with me, but he wasn't officially living with me. And so, it was bad. It was bad. So we didn't go roller skating. And I don't remember if that was the very first time that he did something so like that. I don't remember. But that was a pivotal moment that I'll never forget, because it was done right in front of my little sister. And I was embarrassed. I was just like, I was so hurt and ashamed. And then we didn't talk for a little while, but here I am pregnant. I'm like, oh my gosh, should I keep this baby? And I was just like so torn at that point. But not knowing, because I come from an abusive family, abusive father, even though I knew that wasn't right, in my heart, it was something that we could get through, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't feel like it had to be over because of that. You know, like, I forgave him and he never apologized. It's like I forgave him for something that he didn't even apologize for. And we didn't talk for a little while, but I was the one that initiated contact after that happened. So needless to say, it happened again and again. Not in that aspect, but it was just terrible. Like, he was, I used to always call him Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, I never knew who he was gonna be at that time. So what did I do? I just drank a little bit more wine to numb the pain, smoke a little bit more weed, you know, and that's how I coped in my marriage for the most part. We had our good times, but we had our, you know, our bad times too. So much fighting in front of the children, so much emotional instability. It was just awful. He was not a good father. Like, he just was very abusive. And especially to my son, the things he would say to my son, how he would treat my son, it was awful. Like, even now, I feel like my son struggles because of the relationship that he had with his father at a very young age. He used to call him all types of names, and I would cry my eyes out, you know, and he'd be like, you don't understand. He's a boy. He needs to toughen up. I'm like, there's a way to be tough without abusing the kid. I always knew that it was on the cusp, or probably more than the cusp, of abuse, because like I said, I was raised with abuse in the house, and so was he. Alcoholism and abuse, which he never, you know, would agree that that's how he grew up. But I know that's how he grew up. But we were married. To this day, we're still married. It's been 25 years we've been married. And from 1999, it is now 2024. And I know how long we've been married because it's the same age as my son. My son is 25. So it's been 25 years. But we've been separated since 2017. And we're going through a divorce now. And it's been going and ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. When I moved to Florida for a little while after in 2017, so this is how the divorce kind of like kicked off. Or maybe I should say that for part 3. Maybe I should say how the divorce kicked off in part 3. I think I'll say that for part 3. So let me just tell you what led up. So all the things that I endured while being married to this man. Let me rephrase that. Let me just again highlight the state that I was in, even though I know that I've always been chosen. You know, I used to talk to my husband about God, and he'd be like, I don't know if I believe in God. I'm like, you don't believe in God? Like, and I used to tell him, I know there's a God, because all the things that I've been through, and then I'm still here, and I don't look like what I've been through. Like, you know, there's always a way being made for me. That has to be God. That has to be God. Because if it's not God, then who is it? Like, you know, I believe that there's a God. And I believe that there is a higher power that is helping me. And now, like I said in one of my previous videos, you know, my angels and my guardian angels, and even the Bible says that, you know, God sends his angels to watch over us. And I know that I'm being watched. I know I'm being protected. I know it. I know I'm being guarded from all evil doings, and, you know I am. And when I was a very young child, I heard the voice of God, which I thought was my father, call my name. Like thunder. I went running downstairs and said, yeah, Dad. And he's like, I said, did you call me? He just looked at my mom. But I'll get to that story another time. Like I said, my parents were religious fanatics. But I heard God's voice. You know, I've seen God work in my life. And so, you know, I used to talk to my husband about God. And he used to always do these devil ears on top of himself, these devil horns. And I never thought that was funny. Because, you know, God is not mocked, you know, and we are here on a certain path. And I believe if you're a chosen one going through a divorce, it's because that marriage no longer resonates with you. And we will continue in the next video. Take care. I love you. Love and light. Peace.